You must have heard of cookies and cream ice cream, but in this video we'll see how to make cake and cream ice cream. And this ice cream cake is going to have an amazing layer of ganache on top with some roasted almonds. Let's get started. Let's first make some cake. So here I've got my pan which has half cup approximately salt inside and a stand. I'm going to preheat this at medium flame for 10 minutes. In a bowl, take half cup milk. Add 2 teaspoons vinegar or lemon juice. Mix everything well and let this sit for 10 to 12 minutes. And after some time, you would notice that the milk would slightly curdle. Something like this, and this is exactly what we want. Now add 4 tablespoons oil. Use any flavorless oil, or you can use melted butter or melted ghee. 3/4 cup powdered sugar. This is regular sugar which I have ground in my mixer grinder and then measured 3/4 cup. Give this a good mix. Add 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. And now sift together 1 cup all-purpose flour, that is maida, 2 tablespoons cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. Sift some ingredients at a time and then mix using a whisk. What I like to do is use a whisk initially and then switch to a spatula. So make sure you do not overmix or overdo your batter, otherwise your cake would not turn out really nice and spongy and fluffy. Transfer the batter to a 7-inch cake tin. So you can use a 7-inch or a 6.5-inch, any shape container, because we are going to break the cake into small crumbs later, so that's okay. Spread the batter evenly in your mold. You can see the convection or OTG instructions on the screen if you want to follow them. My pan has been preheating and I'm now going to place this tin inside. So I'm going to bake this at medium flame for 10 to 12 minutes and lower the flame and then bake for 35 to 40 minutes. If you use a smaller size and deeper mold, you might need more time. So you need to keep a watch on the type of your mold you're using. The cake is done. If it's not done, you can again cover the pan and let it cook for some more time. Now, cover it with a cloth, a cotton cloth preferably, and let the cake cool down completely, and once it cools down, take it off the mold. I am going to use half of the cake. So with this amount of cake, you can make 2 such ice cream cakes. Look at the beautiful spongy and delicious cake. So I am just dividing it into small slices. With 2 to 2.5 slices, I am going to prep the base of the ice cream cake, and the remaining cake would go inside the ice cream batter. So these are the cake slices which we are going to use in our ice cream cake. So 2 to 2.5 for the base, remaining for the batter. Ice cream mixture basically. So here I've got a 6.5-inch cake tin. So I'm not able to recall if it's 6.5 or 7, but any of the 2 sizes would do. I have lined it with a transparency sheet. And at the base I've placed a butter paper. So 2 to 2.5 slices, or depends on the size of slice you cut from your cake. Make a thin layer at the bottom and do not press a lot. Gently press the cake layer with your fingers. I have not added anything extra to the cake. Here in a bowl I'm taking 250 ml whipping cream. I'm using dairy whipping cream which is made from 100% milk, and this one is not sweetened, that is, it does not have any sugar in it. You need to beat your whipping cream to stiff peaks. Next, I am adding 200 gram condensed milk. If you're using sweetened non-dairy cream, sweetened cream, then use 100 gram of condensed milk. And then add approximately 1 teaspoon vanilla essence and 6 tablespoon milk. Give this a good stir. And now break the remaining cake. So when I say remaining, not the entire remaining cake. If you remember, we had cut the cake into 2 portions. So I am talking about that one portion. Gently fold the mixture, do not overmix or overbeat, we do not want the cake to settle down. And gently transfer to your mold. And next step is to keep this in your freezer. So you need to keep this for 5 to 6 hours till the ice cream sets. For the ganache here I've got 100 gram dark chocolate, so this isn't very dark, it's 45% I think so. So 2 tablespoon milk, or you can use cream, fresh cream, 2 tablespoon approximately. So here you can make a 2:1 or 1:1 ganache, that is 1:1 ratio of chocolate to cream. Any type of ganache that you like. Next step, let this ganache come to room temperature. Okay, that's very important. Here I've got some chopped roasted almonds. You can use your favorite dry fruit. Just roast almonds on your tawa or a pan, let them cool down and then chop. So you can see the ice cream has completely set and the ganache has come to room temperature. If you want, you can double this ganache layer, that is you can increase the ganache quantity to double, and that way you would get a thick layer on top of the ice cream. So it totally depends on you how thick you want your ganache layer to be, so you can decide that. Now I'm again going to put this back in my freezer for at least 30 minutes. The ice cream cake, the cake and cream ice cream cake has set well. So there's a nice melty layer of ganache on top which tastes absolutely fantastic. And the roasted almonds, I mean, they taste so amazing on top of this ice cream. Remember, if you take out a slice or 2 slices, whatever, keep the remaining cake back in the freezer. Okay, it's an ice cream cake, it's not a regular cake, so you need to refrigerate this in the freezer section. I hope you like this recipe and would like to give it a try. Trust me, this cake and cream ice cream cake is amazing. Give this recipe a try and enjoy.